What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Crazy B2 reacts back at another video. You know what I'm saying, bro? If the video ass, the video ass. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna keep it real. But today, what we got is something that's happening at Playboi Carti concerts. Let's see what the fuck he gotta say because niggas is making anything on the internet right now, and I don't got time for this shit. I'm tired of seeing bullshit. Where the genuine shit at? But we gonna see what this about, bro. You gonna see if it's type interesting. I'm not faking none of my reactions. This shit ass nigga, I don't react to it, then that's just a fucking challenge, you feel me? I'm not about to be trying to fake none of this shit, nigga. This is me. Fuck it. You feel me? Fuck it. You ain't entertaining, nigga. This shit ain't entertaining. The fuck you talking about? I could be reacting, but at least the video gotta be funny, you feel me? The video ass. I'm not wasting my time recording. The shit is getting uploaded.
Wake up, filthy.
If you go to a Playboi Carti concert, you'll feel a radically different vibe than any other rap show you've ever been to. As soon as the beat drops, the entire audience enters an animalistic, high-energy state. And that's when the violence starts. This is what moshing at a Carti concert is like, more commonly called raging in our culture today. In the time that Carti's been touring, raging has spread infectiously into other rap shows. But how did we get here?
Moshing itself is nothing new. Its humble beginnings as a niche form of crowd expression can be traced back.
I hate when, when it's like you gotta sneeze and it don't happen, then your eyes get watery. That's what's happening right now.
To the 1970s and through the 1980s. Punk bands such as Minor Threat, Bad Brains, Black Flag, and The Germs can be looked towards as really popularizing it within the hardcore punk scene. This already gives us a connection to Carti, as he said that these bands have influenced him. Alongside his Anarchy tattoo and the Bad Religion tattoo, another punk band, he's also been seen sporting vintage Black Flag merch, and references the Germs in his own merchandise.
Through the 90s, new bands took inspiration from these older hardcore bands, and the sound evolved into grunge. Grunge exploded in popularity in the 90s, with the most well-known example being the Naked Baby band. And as grunge became popularized, moshing followed alongside it. Imagine, for a moment, grunge bands like Nirvana, Alice in Chains, or Soundgarden selling out.
I ain't gonna lie, yo, you could to this nigga out this shit as you just talk. Have one person talk. Cause nigga just looking like at nothing. Like, why the hell this nigga here? You just talking.
Huge venues with large groups of people forming chaotic mosh pits. But it doesn't stop there. The thing to really kick moshing into popularity with all different kinds of genres was the introduction of multi-genre festivals such as
y'all ain't got a clip on that bitch either.
Lollapalooza and Coachella. These festivals allowed people from different types of audiences to come together and share the moshing experience. What was once something that happened only at a much smaller hardcore show type venue now became a worldwide phenomenon with normies.
I can remember at Lollapalooza, I saw like maybe the most wicked pit of my life.
Fast forward to 2016. The influence of hardcore and punk were commonplace in the underground rap scene between fashion and sound, and had given us artists like XXXTentacion, Travis Scott, and A$AP Rocky, all bringing their own version of the darker and
that's just insane.
more alternative style of rapper to the table.
Carti, however, stood out among his peers due to the consistent delivery of punk energy throughout the entirety of his image and sound. Looking at his clothes, album covers, his hard-hitting production, and even just his live shows, it was clear that Carti was more than just inspired by punk. He wanted to be punk.
The following piece of footage is an excellent example of this. While not as punk as Gigi Allen, of course, Carti's making an homage to his influences in a sense. Fun fact, this piece of Carti history took place right here at the Tabernacle, right in Atlanta. Looking at Carti's most recent album, Whole Lotta Red, we can see that this style he's been curating has only become more refined. While past Carti tours hadn't looked too different from other rap shows at the time, Carti took advantage of his new artistic power and presented fans with a dark and menacing concert experience to match the new vampire persona he'd taken on. These concerts were blacked out, smoke-filled, and focused on the chaos captured in his music, with new extended guitar intros for all of the tracks on the album, as well as the presence of people on stage like Burberry, to make it clear that he was the new generation of punk, or in his words,
"We some rock stars, we the new Black Flag."
Fashion-wise, Carti's style had leveled up beyond just the punk influences, mixing in elements of metal, goth, and glam rock. Influence from both Matthew Williams of Givenchy and Rick Owens, two acclaimed designers in the fashion world, had also contributed to Carti's iconic look. The change in his look had signified a distinct metamorphosis from underground rapper to rock star punk sensation.
This video ain't something that's happened at Playboi Carti concerts, but this shit ain't giving shit about the concerts for real. Niggas giving me a fucking background on this nigga for real. I feel like y'all could name this shit something else. I ain't gonna lie, when they really keep going ahead to get better at editing, y'all videos gonna actually be fire. No cap, no kissy. I ain't gonna lie.
The audiences loved it. Through his art, Carti was helping to open up the youth to a new and more brutal expression of energy at rap concerts. So where does Carti go with this new creation of his?
Through a wombo combination of Carti's King Vamp tour, the seemingly never-ending leaks of his music, his features on Ye's Donda 1 and 2, and the artists he's brought into the spotlight through his own label, Opium, the rage sound that Carti's helped contribute to, which was once so controversial to critics and fans alike, is now more popular than it's ever been. From the perspective of where we are in the music scene in Atlanta, this is especially true for moshing.
The term opium has now become a full-fledged genre of style, with kids rushing out to wear the same Rick Owens Ramones, Balenciaga Raver pants, and ups-down crosses, all purchased with their parents' credit card. Now some of you might say, well, raging isn't the same thing as moshing or what any of the old school punk guys were doing, and Carti's not punk. And even if these things are true, what's interesting about the rage phenomena is that at the very least, it's opening kids up to the idea that they don't have to be stuck in just one type of aesthetic or sound. I mean, he has kids that have only been listening to rap their entire lives, going to his shows wearing Norwegian black metal corpse paint.
It seems that the culture is now moving into its heavier phase of 2000s nostalgia, with the sound and style of things like nu metal, like Deftones, and the fashion of that time, which we now see as Y2K.
I ain't gonna lie though, I ain't going to one of them damn concerts. You count me out of that shit. I'm sorry, bro. Cause let a nigga touch me, nigga. We having a fight for real, nigga. I don't give a fuck. The fuck out of here. Nah, see, I ain't that dark, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I can make them dark shit, but all that face paint, all that shit, I don't know if I'm doing all that shit, bro. That's the type different for real. I don't know. I don't feel like I fit that aesthetic. That's not my type of aesthetic. You feel me? That's all.
Absolutely exploding on all platforms like TikTok, where so many songs from the 2000s are becoming trending sounds, or apps like Depop or Grailed having Y2K as their top search. Between everybody's clothes being 3 times oversized or rock guitars really beginning to take over trap beats, we've yet to see anybody take this to its absolute peak. And as for the future of moshing, who's to say we won't see slam dancing becoming mainstream or hardcore style moshing with roundhouse kicks and pits that stay open? Maybe these things will continue to cross genres even more now that seemingly every artist has a sound that's some sort of mix of genres. And does it even matter? Seeing that there's a community for every kind of style now, like, you're bound to find...
insane, bro. That shit is insane. Like, what the fuck? If I'm seeing a nigga like that, I'm like, bro, are you good, my nigga? Get the fuck out my face. Like, bro, I'm pushing that nigga out my face. Like, bro, don't touch me, my nigga. Do not touch me. Nigga, that's blood, my nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
Your people, no matter what you're into.
One can only imagine the implications this has for people who want to gatekeep their part of moshing culture. Some may argue that raging will make these lesser celebrated aspects of moshing more diluted and commercial. Others might see it as their niche finally getting the recognition it deserves.
At the end of the day, these things are certain. People want to rock, and people want to rage.
Let's see what the fuck this shit gotta say. Always love moshing, but Carti crowd is absolutely fucking insane. Girl witnesses a shift within the culture, especially in Atlanta, where the trap side has dominated for a while, where it's cool to see. Travis got this like way more credit than we give him. Kanye walked for Travis to run so that Carti could fly. He popularized rage culture and hip hop. He was using rock guitar. I mean, hey, let me know y'all what y'all think in the comment section. And without further ado, we just out, bro. Yeah, man. Who cares?